The local gondola lift's hauling cables seem to be intact, although there aren't any gondolas or mining carts attached to it. A smell of oil and soil lingers in the air. These binoculars should provide an excellent view of the opposite lakeshore. I have to insert a coin first. Hi.
Hey.
About the cable car. Question, what was it again that we needed that key for?
We need the master key to get the cable car running in the first place. Why don't you take a look around town? Anything else I can help you with?
No thanks. That'll be all for now.
Good, I'm sure you find a way eventually. I'll try to set up as much as I can over here. Something's jammed there.
Judging by the smell, this was used to transport cookies and lollipops. Hello? Anybody there? What was that? Hi.
Hey.
About the cake. And you really?
Why are... Whatever we find over there, come on already! And...
Okay.
Anything...
No thank... Well then.
Bye!
This table! It has a wobble! Everything's going down the drain around here.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir?
You've got yourself a nice spot here.
It's heartbreaking to see the town in decline like this. Everything's going down the drain, just like this wobbly table.
Good morning.
Excuse...
I've been wondering about that cable car.
I don't want to think about the old cable car. This wobbling table is simply unbearable. It's driving me crazy. You better keep your distance. This table has a horrible wobble. You better keep...
Small ads, postings, announcements. They're holding a town fair tonight with a band and a raffle. Exciting. Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Tenhauser.
I'd like to report a theft. There was an uninvited guest in my room last night.
In our house? Oh dear, I'm so very sorry. Let me call the police immediately.
Thanks.
I will keep you informed.
Can you tell me something about the old cable car?
The cable car leads up to the old mine. It used to belong to the Baron von Sülz. Then this company from overseas forced him to sell it.
Who exactly is this Baron von Sülz?
Baron von Sülz used to run the mine, a philanthropist and patron of the arts. His wife was a flamboyant Baroness von Sülz, You must have heard of her. Anyway, when the company took over the mine, the Baroness dropped him as well and left the Baron behind. A broken man. Now his cat is his only remaining pleasure.
What about this mysterious company you were talking of?
They are called Millennium Cooperative or something like that. A very dubious corporation. They have connections to the top, if you know what I mean. Way up to the highest circles of power.
What became of the people working the mine?
More and more outsiders came to town. Nobody knows what they were actually doing in the mines. Some went missing, some went crazy. Who can tell? At one point, they even bought the old sanitarium in order to provide housing for their workers. That was before the mine shut down, of course.
What were they mining for? Do you know?
An old silver mine. So nothing an quantum physicist would be interested in. It's been a few years, back in the days, when there was enough work for everyone. Then this company took over the mine, only to shut it down immediately.
So why did they shut down the mine?
There is talk and rumors all over the town. Allegedly, people started disappearing without a trace. Tourists, poor laborers without families, the odd stranger. Some folks were also talking about toxic residues in the air and the water. But nobody knows anything with certainty. If you ask me, I'm just glad the whole affair has come to an end. All those rumors have kept spa guests away for years, as you can see for yourself.
I've heard enough. Thank you.
Anything else I can do for you?
About the cable.
Sure. Anything.
I'll be leaving then.
Make yourself at home, Mr. Tenhauser. By the way, the buffet is open. Please help yourself.
Modern cuisine. A lump of minced meat in the shape of a hedgehog, garnished with spike resembling breadsticks. Toast Hawaii. Cheese skewers.
Looks a bit shabby.
I don't want to take this with me. If anywhere, it belongs in the trash. But I love cheese skewers. Science fiction. Something involving spaceships. She seems very focused. Hey. She's almost in a trance. Now where would this lead to? Locked. Hey. She's almost...
Please don't stand there.
Excuse me. Didn't mean to. What's that you're watching?
Never seen a TV before?
Coming up next, a new episode of Rocket Ship Andromeda.
Have you been living under a rock? With a TV set you can take journeys to other worlds. Now that I think of it, I have never seen you here before. Are you from another world as well?
Depends on how you look at it. My name is Hans. I just arrived from Berlin.
Hey Hans, I'm Leni. My mom owns the place.
70,000 light years from home, the rocket ship has stranded in star system Omega 3.
Is Berlin also in star system Omega 3?
Close. Omega 4. That's right next to it.
So you know the place.
You bet I do.
Star Cybernetation Commander Aurora is searching for a way back home.
And what do you do for a living? Are you a famous cybernetician too?
I'm a quantum physicist.
Quantum what? Anyways, I'm going to be a star cybernetician.
Only Commander Aurora can disintegrate the even Rulans into thin air with her space beams.
So, do you Berlinalians have any special powers? Can you make things disappear?
I can make incredible amounts of candy disappear.
I can do that too.
Stay tuned, folks. We will be right back after a few consumer-oriented product endorsements.
My uncle knew how to make things disappear as well. I also know where, but I mustn't tell anyone on Earth.
Your uncle was a wizard?
Wizards? They aren't even real.
So, what do I have to do to make you tell me?
There's only one thing I can think of. Can you prove you're not an Earthling?
I'll think of something. Before you even know, the world lies in ruins. I hope this isn't a bad omen. What a mess. Nothing appears to be missing, except for my notes. I don't want to mess. At least it seems the burglar didn't rummage through the cabinet. Just a hanger. Hanging dead animals on your wall is a bit eccentric. I don't want to cover up these people's works of art. Maybe somebody hid their money in there. Supplemental. I'm afraid the condition of my room is far below expected. There's something lying on the floor. It's a massage rod. Somebody must have misplaced it. This muddle of spots and drips is probably telling more about the room's many previous occupants than I'd wish to know. Creepy. Some kind of a sea monster. Must be a local myth. The weather has brightened up.
Beverly, I discovered the local movie theater, Mobius Palace. The favorite genres around here appear to be Western and noir.
Looks like it was struck by lightning the other night. Still looks in good condition, though.
I don't want to cover up these people. Wooden fences always remind me of my old neighborhood. Locked. That's some sturdy, full-grown reed. This cat again. The antenna provides TV reception for the guest house. Hi.
Hey.
About the cable.
And you...
Why? Whatever. Come on.
Okay.
Anything.
No, well then.
Bye.
Hi.
Hey.
Oh. No, 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 Hans, that would be a really bad idea.
High voltage. There's got to be a way we can fix this.
It's a well-known fact that weasels have a dangerously loving affection towards all sorts of cables. The present case suggests a rather impressive specimen, judging by the last... I wonder what that... Locked. That's not how it works. No.
Danger. High voltage.
It's glowing red. It seems you need a special key to get the thing right.
Indeed, Mastermind. Did you already ask around town? Maybe someone there has it.
There's a clothesline up there, right under my window.
Now look at all these fishing rods.
You can borrow. They have a tendency to get lost otherwise.
Pawn? You... Good morning.
Morning.
Have you
It's only going to be a matter of hours.
What do you mean?
The police station is right next town. But as you know, we have to... As soon as the inspector has solved his current case, he will start working on yours.
Keep me up to date. About...
Sure.
I've heard...
Anything.
This is...
A family business for more than... Actually, I took over the guest house together with my brother. But now it's...
Your daughter really likes watching...
You see, the kid is always in... She's got her mind set on extraterrestrials. Nonsense, don't you...
So what happened?
The only interest that scoundrel had was in his... In the end, that good-for-nothing took a half too much of his Bolzenschuss and just made off.
Being...
Season? We haven't had one in ages.
That door over there hasn't been opened in a while.
That's the door to the cellar, where my brother built his little lair. No one has taken any interest in that door. He just took the key with him. Anything else I can do for you?
Truda?
Just a second, Professor. Here, a coaster. There you go. Cheers!
Locked. Hey, she's almost... A dim oil painting showing a couple of withering roses in a vase. Some...
Good morning. I've been...
I don't want this wobbling table. Thank you, but I believe this...
Good morning. I've been
this wobbling table...
It might be able to support a glass of beer, but not this table. Actually, it just needs one more mew. My father used to say, the only thing more stable than a beer coaster was... I think I finally understand what he meant.
What's this? The table stopped wobbling? Oh, I was hardly able to focus on anything else.
Good morning. Are you feeling it?
Thank you for asking. But joy? What does it even mean? My life lost most of its joy since Klaus disappeared.
Who is Claus?
Klaus is my tomcat. An angel of an animal. He was the only one to always remain by my side. But now, he's vanished, without a trace. Everything in this world is going down the drain. Mark my words.
Was Claus abducted?
I don't know. Claus was always faithful and stood by my... Then he just disappeared without... You can't rely on anything in this world anymore. Let me tell you.
Could you tell me something?
Don't bring up the old cable car. I don't even want to think about it.
So what's with the cable car?
I used to own the cable car. In fact, everything was taken away. Those maniacs the cable car, the mine.
Please, go on.
More and more outsiders what they were actually up to in the mine. No one knows but after a few years of quick profits, they shut down the place and closed the cable car. Just think of it. This was my life. They closed down the mines, drove and turned a once flourishing community into a...
Who are these maniacs?
The Millennium Cooperative, a multinational conglomerate of ruthless and unscrupulous. They leave us little family businesses with next to...
What do you mean?
First, they stripped me of the mine. Then, more and more dubious eggheads and foreign workers started pouring into town, driving visitors away with the gigantic machines.
You ran a mining...
Well, but yes. I am the Baron, District Mayor of Truberbrook Solz and Truberbrook Düssel, Assistant Secretary to the Municipal, Patron of Truberbrook and the Arts, well known beyond the...
These must have been difficult times for you.
I appreciate you
Would you mind lending me the key to the old cable car?
The cable car, the cable car! What do you want with it? There's nothing worthwhile up there. Don't bother me with your mumbo-jumbo, will ya? My faithful cat Claus has abandoned me. That's all I can think of right now.
Please
It won't be this easy getting close to it.
Good idea. Now I only need something to sedate the little fella. Good idea. Now I only need some... Good idea. Now I only need something to sedate the little fella.
Soft as a feather.
Good idea.
A beautiful
Ackersäure Platte. Good idea. Now I only need something to sedate the little fella. Good morning.
Nothing.
Please
I don't want to take...
This can must have fallen off the table.
Note to self, the buffet in this guest house is an obvious case for the public health department. They apparently...
I'll save you, my little... Look, this is the star log I'm using to stay in contact with my home planet. Just met human child Lenny, keeper of a cosmic secret.
Awesome. Is this a Starlock for real? May I please?
My pleasure.
This is Lenny of planet Earth speaking. My uncle had a secret stash hidden under a loose plank in room 3.
Room 3? That happens to be my room.
Room 3 used to be where my uncle Heinz lived.
And where is your uncle now?
My mom says he is now living on planet No Good.
Huh. There really is a hidden stash below. Loads of useless junk, and an almost empty bottle of schnapps. I'll only take the schnapps. Bolts and shoes. Well then, good catch.
What the... can opener?
You like this, don't you?
Good morning.
Any new...
Nothing.
Please excuse me.
Nowhere to run from here, kitty. Oh, I think he passed out. Now I've got you.
Is this by chance...
Oh, my beloved Claus. Where have you been? You look exhausted, old friend.
Good morning. Would you...
You've been so kind. You have reunited an old man. I'd have given you everything. My heritage, yet all you desire and your modesty. Here you are. I can't fathom what you may want with it, but please, take it.
Hi.
Hey.
About...
We want anything?
Nope.
Good.
Hi.
Hey.
I wonder what...
Presume who else?
So,
The day before. And just
why... It's hard to find. Even... But I'm not from these parts, after all.
I've been trying to pinpoint the exact location of those ritual grounds for, and when I finally found them, I mean, the people around here are nice, but also...
Something about...
Tell me about yourself.
What would you like?
So you're from the States, huh?
The United States...
Where from?
Woodinville, Washington.
Never heard of it. Any bigger cities nearby that I might...
Seattle, the rainy jewel of the Northwest. Heard of it?
Oh yes, I know the place. I was passing through some time ago.
You've been to the States?
Yes, once. That was a few years back though. Actually, I had come to New York to attend a conference, but then I got acquainted with some folks there and stayed a while longer.
A while long.
Not the whole time, no. Took a little road trip. First off to the New England states, Boston, Waterville, all the way up to Moosehead Lake, Mount Catherine and so on. Then Canada and the Midwest. Montreal, Toronto, Detroit, Chicago. On and on. Then Washington State. Sort of got stuck there. Oregon, down to San Francisco. Ah, those were the days.
Wow. You must have passed through Seattle on the way then.
Yes, maybe. And that's where you study?
No, I studied on the East Coast. The Cornell, Ithaca, under Dr. Schrodinger. Have you heard of him?
Ah, of course. Now I understand why you're on exchange in Germany.
Exchange? No, it's more of a coincidence. I won the trip.
You won?
Don't ask me. I've never taken part in any lottery.
Interesting.
Good idea, Hans, but that doesn't work at all. I wouldn't know how. Time waits for no man, not even in Truberbrook. I discovered a modern telecommunication system further uptown. This might be important to anybody wondering if the world is still turning at the end of the line.
Good morning.
You have...
it's glowing green.
Hey, what's that look on your face, Professor?
I met a woman named Gretchen in Truberbrook. She is a fellow scientist. Gretchen studied anthropology in Vienna.
Could you please focus on the task at hand?
Good morning.
Morning.
About...
Sure.
I've heard of...
Anything.
I'll be leaving.
Make your...
There's a brown tube inside. But why would I need one? I'd rather not.
I need to know what happens next.